Hello everyone, this is our homework. So let's start.
Did I arrive in Guatemala?
Yes, you arrived in Guatemala.
Where did I arrive?
You arrived in Guatemala.
What day did I arrive in Guatemala?
The day the dead, November 1st. You arrived in Guatemala on the day the dead, November 1st.
Yeah. What day did I arrive in Guatemala?
On November 1st, the day the dead.
Yeah, right. Where did I arrive on November 1st?
Guatemala. You arrived in Guatemala on November 1st.
Yeah. Would I agree about this holiday?
No, you wasn't angry about this holiday.
Yeah. Who was curious about this holiday?
You were curious about this holiday.
Yeah. Holiday were I curious about?
The Day of the Dead. You were curious about the Day of the Dead.
Yeah. Which holiday were I curious about?
The Day of the Dead. You were curious about the Day of the Dead.
Were I curious about the Day of the Dead? Or were I curious about
Christmas.
Christmas? Yeah.
You were curious about the Day of the Dead.
Yeah. Where did I go?
You went to the cemetery.
Yeah. Did I go to the cemetery or did I go to the airport?
You went to the cemetery.
Yeah. Where did I go?
You went to the cemetery.
Where did I go to the cemetery?
You went to the cemetery on the Day of the Dead, November 1st.
Yeah. Where did I go to the cemetery?
When did you go to the cemetery? When?
Yeah. To see what?
Why? Why did you see to the cemetery?
Yeah.
You went to the cemetery to see what was happening.
Yeah. What is where were the cemetery? What is where?
What is
where? Where were the cemetery?
In Guatemala. The cemetery was in Guatemala.
Yeah. When is the Day of the Dead?
On November 1st. The day of the Dead was in November 1st.
What is boring?
No, it wasn't boring.
Yeah. What is interesting?
Yes, it was interesting.
Yeah. How did I feel about the cemetery?
You felt it was interesting.
Were it boring or were it interesting?
It was interesting.
What were interesting?
The cemetery. The cemetery was interesting.
Yeah. When were the cemetery interesting?
On November 1st, the Day of the Dead.
Were the atmosphere very sad?
No, the atmosphere was not sad.
Yeah. Were the atmosphere sad or happy?
The atmosphere was happy.
Where were the atmosphere like a party?
In the cemetery, the atmosphere was like a party.
Were the atmosphere like a party at my house?
No, the atmosphere was not like a party at your house.
Yeah. Where were the family sitting?
Uh, the family was sitting around the graves of the dead ancestors.
Who was sitting around the grave?
Families.
Yeah. Uh, so, where were they sitting?
Uh, in the around the graves. Families were sitting around the graves.
Were they sitting around the grave or their dead ancestor?
Yes, they were sitting around the graves of the dead ancestors.
Were they sitting around the grave or their friends?
No, they were not sitting around the graves of their friends.
Who was sitting around the grave?
Families were sitting around the graves of the dead ancestors.
Who grave were they sitting around?
Mm, their ancestor graves. They were sitting around the graves of the dead ancestors.
Who grave were they sitting around?
Whose grave?
Whose
Oh yes.
grave?
Their ancestor graves. They were sitting around their ancestor graves.
Yes. Uh, were they sitting around the grave of their dead ancestor or the grave of their friends?
They were sitting around the graves of their dead ancestors.
Yeah. What did they eat?
They ate fresh flour.
Yeah. Did they eat money?
No, they didn't add money.
Yeah. Whose graves did they clean?
Their ancestor graves. They cleaned their ancestor graves.
Yeah. Where did they add flour?
They added flour on the graves.
Where?
On the graves in the cemetery.
Yeah. Did I walk through the park?
No, you didn't walk through the park.
Yeah. Right. Who walked through the cemetery?
You walked through the cemetery.
Yeah. Did I admire the beauty of the trees?
No, you didn't admire the beauty of the trees.
Yeah. What did I admire?
Flowers. You admire the beauty of all the colorful flowers.
Who admired the beauty of the who admired the beauty of for the colorful flower?
Oh, you admire the beauty of all the colorful flowers.
Yeah.
Flowers.
Uh, where the flower in the park?
No, the flower wasn't in the park. I'm sorry, the flower were not in the park.
I'm sorry. Were the flower in the park?
No, the flowers were not in the park.
Yeah. Were the flower in my home?
No, the flowers was not in your house.
Yeah. Where were the flower?
On the graves. The flowers were on the graves.
Where did I walk?
You walked through the cemetery.
When did I walk through the cemetery?
You walked through the cemetery on November 1st, the day of the dead.
Yeah. What were the cemetery like?
Like a party. The cemetery was like a party.
Were I curious about this holiday?
Yes, you were curious about this holiday.
Yeah. Which holiday were I curious about?
The Day of the Dead. You were curious about the Day of the Dead.
Why was there color in the sky?
Because kids were flying kites in the sky.
Who were flying kites?
Kids were
Kids.
flying kites were flying kites in the cemetery.
Kids.
Kids. Who? Yes, right.
Okay. Was the sky colorful or was the sky gray?
The sky was colorful.
Yeah. What was colorful?
The sky was colorful.
Where were they flying kites? Kites.
They were flying kite in the cemetery,
Yeah.
right?
Who were flying kite in the cemetery?
Kids were flying kites in the cemetery.
Did they eat?
Did they eat?
Did they
Yes, they ate.
Yeah.
Yes, they ate.
They ate. Who ate?
Families ate.
Yeah. What did they eat?
They ate watermelon food.
Did they eat American food?
No, they didn't eat American food.
What did they drink in the cemetery?
They drank beer. They drank beer.
Yeah. Who drank beer?
Families drank beer.
Yeah. Did they drink beer watermelon food? Did they drink beer or did they drink water?
They drank beer.
When did they drink beer?
They drank beer on the Day of the Dead, November 1st.
When did they eat?
They ate on the Day of the Dead, November 1st.
Did they chat together?
Yes, they chatted together.
When did they chat together?
They chatted together on the Day of the Dead, November 1st.
Are cemetery happy in the United States?
No, cemeteries aren't happy in the United States.
Are cemeteries serious in the United States?
Oh yes, cemeteries are serious in the United States.
Was cemetery somewhere in the Guatemala?
No, the cemetery were not somewhere in Guatemala.
Guatemala or in the United States? Guatemala or no need. No matter.
Không phải hả?
Yeah, no matter. Okay, Guatemala or in the United States?
Oh, in the United States.
Where are cemetery are always somber?
Can you repeat again?
Where are cemetery always somber?
In the United States. The cemeteries are always somewhere in the United States.
Are they happy?
No, they aren't happy.
Yeah. Uh, do do we have party next to the grave?
No, you don't have parties next to graves.
We do. Uh, do we ever have a party in the restaurant?
Mm, yes, of course. You have parties. You have parties in restaurants.
Do we ever have a party in house?
Oh yes, you have parties in houses.
Do we ever have a party next to the next to grave?
No, you don't.
Mm. Do we ever?
No, never.
Uh, do we laugh in the cemetery usually?
No, you don't laugh in the cemetery usually.
We don't laugh. We don't laugh. Where don't we laugh?
Uh, in the cemetery, you don't laugh in the cemetery.
I find that I preferred the American approach, or I find that preferred the Guatemalan approach.
You find that you prefer Guatemalan approach.
Which approach did I prefer?
Or you preferred Guatemalan approach.
Did I prefer the American approach?
No, you didn't prefer American approach.
Who preferred the Guatemalan approach?
You preferred Guatemalan approach.
Did they credible those
Celebrate.
separate? Yeah, separate. Did they separate those who were alive?
No, you didn't. They didn't celebrate those who were alive.
Did they separate those who had passed away or those who had become rich?
They celebrated those who had passed away.
Who who
Who celebrated?
who
Celebrate.
separate those who had passed away?
Mm, Guatemalan celebrated those who had passed away.
What's Marlon, right?
Yes, Guatemalan.
When did they
When did they celebrate it?
separate?
Celebrate.
When did they separate those who had passed away?
They celebrate those who had passed away on November 1st, the day of the dead.
Who separate?
Guatemalans celebrate.
Who did they separate?
They celebrated those who had passed away.
Who liked that they acknowledged?
You liked that they acknowledged death.
What did they acknowledge?
Death. They acknowledged death.
Who acknowledged death?
Guatemalan acknowledged death.
Mm. Do I like that? What tomorrow? Oh no. Do I like that American deny that?
No, you don't like that way American deny death.
Did I like their cemeteries?
Yes, you liked their cemeteries.
What did I like?
Watermelon's cemetery.
Did I like Guatemala cemetery or did I like Guatemala restaurant?
You liked Guatemala cemeteries.
Who cemetery did I like?
Guatemalan's cemeteries.
Guatemala, right? Yeah. Whose cemetery did I like?
Guatemala's cemeteries. You liked Guatemala's cemeteries.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh,
It's finished.
yes, that's it. Yes. Thank you for listening.